Welcome to our chakra consciousness for June, the throat chakra consciousness specifically. So I'm going to pull past, present, future, 3-card placement, and then we're going to look at what we're conscious of above and what's going on underneath in the unconscious, in the subconscious. And then I'm going to pull a masculine and feminine balance. Okay, so in the past for the throat, we have the unity. I feel like you've been doing a lot of shadow work, a lot of deep integration. Oh, covered in goosebumps of your darkest pieces. I wonder if you've also been working on forgiveness and letting go of your past in a way that it's almost like if we look at this, it's like a big deep well, right? Like the black in the middle is like, you know, in the center where the pollen actually comes out, right? It's like out of the darkness comes the bright yellow, comes your power. What's so interesting because we have you are healed in the right now. And then 2 popped out for the future is open your third eye and magnify your intentions. So when we look at your third eye, it's seeing the truth. So when we heal, we're enabling ourselves to see a different reality, right? We're rewriting, rewiring the brain, the neural pathways, crown, thinking differently, healing, like we see the truth, right? When we heal, we see the truth of what happened and we allow ourselves to let go and rewrite the story. Magnifying your intentions is so interesting because at the throat, so as I said, you've been doing like deep shadow work. Now the throat is it's shadow work. It's speaking a truth, but it's living it. It's your so I'm hearing like that saying, like the definition of insanity is like doing the same things over and over and expecting different results. So I feel like you've been rewriting that. I feel like you've been stepping into a new frequency. You've been digging deep and digging out the beliefs that no longer serve you and the traumas of your past and really working on shifting your frequency. I want to say, have you even been speaking differently? Have you been taking a course that makes you speak differently, or singing, or something to do with your throat? Maybe you've just been speaking up. Maybe you've been speaking up for your boundaries and you're not letting, you know, that black hole consume you anymore. And you're actually going, you know what, this is not okay anymore. I'm actually taking a stand and we're doing something about this, you know? It's like you're really taking your power back. There's no orange on these cards. I mean, yellow on these cards, but you know, so you might want to watch the solar plexus chakra as well if this is resonating with you. And so at the third eye, you're rewriting your reality with the visions that that you have. And also this magnify your intentions is like, this is like you're too scattered and spread out among too many ideas. I was going to say amongst too many projects. Please bring your focus back to the key intention and let your angels help you. And even though this is a throat chakra reading for June, I was going to say May, we're past May, I'm getting that this specific message is relational for you for now and the end of the year. So what do you need to say no to so that you can harness your energy and channel focus third eye, channel focus that into your, like, to one project. Like, I want to say it's not that you're not going to get the other projects done, but right now there's something that needs your wholehearted attention. Now you're healed, you can focus your whole heart in it, in your project. Maybe it's a relationship, whatever, and channel your energy into the one project or maybe 2 projects. It's almost like it's like, yes, you've received lots of ideas. Yes, you've shifted something. So now all these ideas are flooded in, but it's not like you're never going to do them. But right now there's one specific project that needs your full attention and bring it to full completion. But by the end of the year, or if you get it done before then, awesome. What's the next thing you can do but by the end of the year? But it's like one focus at a time right now. You know what I mean? Like, let's like really hone your energy. Let's really hone your focus. Like I say to my clients, like 5 things. Just hold on your hand. And remember, you're one of those. If you have a child or family to tend to, then it's your family. And so your family, and then you've got space for 3 other things. That's it. What is it? Right? That's all you can, just for now. That's all you can handle. That's for now. And this is the solid boundaries that you have around that, so you can channel focus. As I said, it's not like you're never going to get the other things done, but that's next year's task. We've got between now and the end of the year. What are you going to channel your energy and bring it to completion? right? As I said, if you're going to finish that by the end of the year, then what's, you know, in a couple of months, sorry, what's your next piece? Interesting, because the purification card is the bottom card with that. And so it again is really like coming into, you know, let everything else go and just focus on the one thing or five things, all you can handle. Don't take on any more than that. When you finish your project, then you can take it on, right? So let's have a look at the masculine and feminine balance here. So, okay, so this is masculine. So we have spring. So I kept getting the message then in a couple of months. And then if you got another project, awesome, you can do it then. So obviously in the Southern Hemisphere, in a couple of months is spring. And then in the Northern Hemisphere, you've just come from spring. So this is a masculine, and it's kind of, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, you've just come from the masculine, and it is the, sorry, I don't know if that's focusing. I'm just gonna zoom my face up. Can you see? Sorry, I don't know if it's gone all blurry. Anyway, so the structure so Northern Hemisphere structure has changed. Yeah, this is a masculine. This is spring. Southern Hemisphere, if you're in, then it is relational to the 3 months that I said, okay, awesome, you finished your project, and by spring, then what's the next step? What's the next 3 months for the rest of the year, right? So that's the masculine restructure. This is the feminine jumping out, is affirmations. So your mindset is really important around this time, and perhaps that relates to the new focus and the focus, yeah, of the magnifying your intentions of the technical future part for the third eye. So the masculine and feminine balance. What's the bottom card? And the bottom card is nature. I want to say working with the cycles. So when we're working with, you know, the seasons or the, like, if you've watched the complete chakra consciousness, remember I said that the circadian rhythm and plugging back into nature is really, really important this month for June. So that might be what that is as well, to really reconnect, but also working with your projects and birthing in the cycles of nature is really, really powerful. Working with the moon. So we're technically in dark moon coming into new moon phase, depending on when you're watching this. It started the month of June. So let's look at what we're conscious of on the top and what we're unconscious of underneath. So conscious, I was going to say, is that nature? Isn't that amazing? You've definitely healed something. Well, this is the right now, but this is what you're conscious of. So you are conscious of that it's healed. That you do feel different. Yeah, something has healed. You feel different. Something has really shifted in your life, and you've really arrived. The past is done. It's the dawning of a new era. Yeah, spring. The winter's passed and the spring has arrived. This is what you're unconscious of, is your divine guidance, is your intuition. So as I always say, the unconscious is like pushing up through the conscious awareness to here. You've been following your intuition and you've healed because of it, right? So, and I'm getting, covered in goosebumps. I'm getting a really strong message for you around your faith and increasing your faith, like exponential, like do whatever you need to do to stretch your faith, because now's not the time to give up. I'm like, you've just healed, and I'm like, what comes from the healing? It's almost like on the flip scale, but you know, when I talk about do I stay or do I go, my relationship audio, right? And it's like, do the work to then decide, or leave and make sure you do the work so you don't repeat your patterns. And then the flip side is like, there's a, I haven't shared it actually, well, it did ages ago. There's another blog I've written about the energetic fallout, like the fallout that happens when you remove yourself from somebody's energy. I think I have shared that actually. And so there's a fallout that happens energetically. When you leave a situation, there's a fallout. There's a mess to clean up. When we're going to clean out a cupboard, it's a mess before we retidy it, right? And clean it out and decide what stays or goes. And so on the flip side, when we've healed, there's a fallout, but it's like there's a good fallout that comes when we've healed something. Yeah, so amazing from both cards of the decks. Like really potent message. Are you receiving the message? You've healed. When we've healed, there's a positive fallout, meaning manifestations come into into effect now. Like, you've been following your divine guidance, you've been following your intuition, and so you've healed something, but also you've healed something because your manifestations are on their way. You know, like, because you've healed, now your manifestations can come in. Because you've healed, manifestations can come in, or because you've healed, you're on a different frequency that now you can receive your manifestations that have been waiting for you. There we go. And because you've healed, your frequency has shifted, you've integrated the darkest of dark, deep shadow work, and healed your past. And so that allows you to rebalance, connecting into not just nature, but your true soul alignment nature, rather than all the beliefs and everything that you swallowed from your past. And the throat is very subconscious related. So conscious, like, you know, you're not subconsciously creating your reality anymore. You've literally reconnected back to your natural true nature that allows for your frequency to be at the forefront, because you've healed, right? Because you've been following your guidance and doing all those pieces, which means that your frequency has changed, that you manifest, that you're in alignment with your manifestations now, right? Your true heart soul desires are coming from your soul. Usually they can come from wounded places, but eventually they lead you back to your soul desires. And so now you're in alignment at this point, listening to this. If you found this video, you're in alignment with your soul's desires that are coming in, right? And as the conscious and unconscious overlying card, you have support. You have support from lots of spirit guides in lots of spirit world, lots of spirit guides in the spirit world. Unicorns have been very strong for myself lately, but they're coming through really strongly now as well. That might be really a strong message for you too. Unicorns are of a very high frequency as well. Soul alignment frequency, they just said. So if you're seeing unicorns around, that's like a big sign for you too. So, okay, is there any other messages for the throat chakra consciousness? Okay, be really clear on your boundaries. Get really clear on what you're needing to cut out or put boundaries around or add in. Could be either or, okay, as you're really coming into a place of balancing your energy and magnifying your intentions to get really clear about what it is that you're birthing in the new frequency and new reality between now and the end of the year. Yeah? Super, super important. Awesome. We have Master Manifester coming up at the end of the month. So if you're wanting to manifest your full soul's truth, that is the 3-week vortex that we're stepping into. I love holding Master Manifester. It's super potent time. It's where you start it just after the solstice, and early bird is open now. So you can find the link below with all the details to join us for that beautiful container of super manifestation on steroids. It's a beautiful 3-week vortex that really amplifies that in this little beautiful cocoon. 3 weeks, 3 days, 3 months, all those number threes are birthing that. The significance of 3 is that when we're a baby and we're born, for the first 3 years, we're still in our mother's aura. And then when we turn 3, we step out of our mother's aura and we become our own little being. And so for first time mothers, you will see, like, the mother sort of wakes up and she's like, oh, like, where have I been? And, like, you know, comes back to herself, where she's just been this baby, you know, for the past, or caring for this baby for the past 3 years. And so when we're working with healing, 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years is a really important portal of time as we recalibrate reality. And then after 3 weeks or 3 months or 3 years, 3 days, we've created a beautiful new reality. And so Master Manifester is based on this beautiful rewrite. So if you're really in a space to fully magnify your intentions, it might be a beautiful space to rewrite your, not just your intentions, but all the pieces that rewire your energetics, so that you can fully manifest your intentions by the end of the year or before. So link is below for that. If you'd like to book a private psychic reading, link is below as well. If you're in the inner circle, you can get access to everything and not miss out on anything. So I'll link up that below as well as Life Purpose Legacy. I will see you in another chakra, or I'll see you next month.